Hey, I'm Claire Solomon, Akashic Records practitioner, business strategist, and astrology and human design nerd. And this is the Kinda Cosmic podcast, down-to-earth chats about out-of-this-world stuff. We'll talk Akashic insight, astrology, star seeds, cosmic intel, soul purpose, and all the strange, beautiful ways the universe shows up in everyday life. No fluff, just real talk about being a soul in a human body. Well, hello there. Listen, one of the absolutely coolest things I have gone down the rabbit hole on in my years of studying the Akashic Records and the metaphysical world is the careers or soul trainings that we have in between earthly lives. There are 14 types of careers or trainings that we can choose, and some of them go off into a few different branches and things. But essentially, every time we pass over into the afterlife, we go straight back to these trainings, these roles, this service work in the spirit realm. And we learn more and more in depth, and we master different levels of things. It's like super fun study and exploration, but without like human distraction. Can you imagine? So you can think of it like having a whole area of expertise while you're not in a body. These careers or trainings range from all types of healing modalities, working with animals and plants, sitting on various boards and councils to make decisions and gather different learnings on soul growth, like helping other souls plan their upcoming lives, helping souls review their most recent lives, which is kind of counselor vibes. There's more analytical type careers over there, like studying the functions and the systems of Earth and other star systems. And there's even a sort of traveler type career that boots off all around the place to visit and observe how other beings do things and report back. I usually see 2 or 3 main careers or trainings come through for my clients, which shows that we're really specialists at the thing, right? Like we keep going back to them. We keep going back to these healing careers or holding space careers or helping souls evolve careers on the other side. And it can then explain why we are naturally good at something now, even if we don't quite believe it or see it in ourselves until it's like pointed out to us. When we start to dip our toe into a new path or follow an intuitive nudge here on Earth to do something, often it becomes this whole remembering thing rather than learning something brand new on Earth, because we've actually literally been doing that thing for thousands upon thousands of earthly years just on the other side. So we can be intuitively drawn to study or explore different actual careers here in this life because our soul is like, hello, you are a guru at this. You have been doing this for thousands of years. You've mastered this. You know, if you're like 30 years old now, 31 years ago, you were doing this full time over on the other side, right? So it's kind of funny when we feel this pull, but we also feel this fear of like doing a half-day healing workshop or, you know, going to this online course or this or that, because our soul is like, you have done this. Like, that's why I'm trying to get your attention to take this one step. So that's kind of like a funny thing. But there is one career or soul training that is a little different from the others, and that's what I wanted to talk about today. So, you know how everyone says you should analyze your dreams, you should look for symbolism in them and decode the messages. That's your spirit team or your higher self communicating with you. So that is true for some people, but plot twist, some people cannot get intuitive messages through dreams, and that is because they are dream master souls, which is one of these careers that we can have on the other side. And I'd say a good 20 or 30% of clients that I read for have this soul training. So if your dreams feel weird or random or like completely unhelpful, there might be a really good reason, and it may very well apply to you. So let's talk about what a dream master soul actually is, because this is where things get really fascinating. A dream master is a soul, maybe you, who volunteers in the astral planes around Earth. Yes, volunteers, and while you are asleep. So right now, in this lifetime, every single night while you are asleep, you're volunteering. Now, quick crash course. The astral planes are basically the energetic spaces our souls visit when we dream. And there's multiple levels, some lighter, some heavier, but the main thing to know is dreams aren't just random brain static or subconscious stuff. They're actually real energetic experiences that your soul, all of our souls, are having in the astral realm. It's basically a universally agreed part of existence that all souls are like, yep, love this, love that dreams serve to help us, when we're humans, grow and evolve in ways that maybe we otherwise couldn't in our actual current human life. For example, you know when you wake up from a dream and you're like, okay, I dreamt I was a world-class basketball player. Like weird and literally not possible, but I definitely learned something from that. Or there was some kind of resonance around the dream that meant you kept thinking about it during the day, or, it popped up into your mind like a week later. And that's because the astral planes are a legitimate learning environment that we all as souls universally agree on. They're like the night school of the soul realm. So events, conversations, experiences we have within dreams actually happen in the astral realm and become part then of our soul growth. Another example, imagine your soul wants to understand betrayal as a theme or an experience this lifetime. But within your current actual relationships, it's not a feasible thing. Like you're not actually going to experience deep betrayal in any significant manner in this current lifetime. Well, that lesson can still happen for your soul should you choose it, because you can experience the feeling of betrayal in your dreams in the astrals, remember it, remember the resonance of it, and then gain the growth your soul was seeking without it actually, blowing up your real life. I don't know about you, but I've definitely had arguments in dreams and been angry at a person and had to work through that and pull apart and have my own realizations around that, all while that random friend or colleague did literally nothing in real life. And this is where dream masters come in. Dream masters, maybe you, step into other people's dream experiences as a kind of catalyst. So if you are a dream master, maybe you appear as the friend to have the argument with, or you appear as a guide in a dream, or as a betrayer or a mentor, or you create situations for courage to be learned and explored, or confrontation, or for healing, or for closure. You've basically agreed to play various roles or characters and read scripts in other people's dream storylines, all with the purpose of helping their soul with something it really wants to learn. What this means, though, is while everyone else is dreaming for their own growth and learning, you are in there helping them grow. It's wild, right? You're basically doing soul support work at night, like a cameo stunt double situation, popping into the dreams of people you know people you've never met, to show them something about their lives, jumping between various dreams, sometimes appearing as yourself, usually appearing as somebody else, whatever suits the plot, right? Leaping all over the astrals every single night. And because of that, you're not doing as much of your own soul work while you sleep, which is why dream masters often wake up feeling like they've worked like a massive night shift and they don't understand why. So while this is a very noble thing to do and such an imperative part of our human experience, like thank you, dream masters, there's obviously quite a big side effect of it. And that is, number one, zero dream recall or absolutely unhinged, ridiculous, nonsense dreams. And this is because dream masters' dreams are not their own dreams. They are jumping around, playing these roles in others' dreams. So if you remember your dreams at all, it will probably be random fragments that make absolutely no sense. They feel totally bizarre, totally irrelevant because, again, they were never meant for you. They are from somebody else's lesson or somebody else's storyline. And number two, the other massive side effect of being a dream master is restless sleep. Tossing and turning all night, waking up exhausted. You're literally energetically running around like a mad person, script in hand, chucking on different costumes, memorizing lines and entering dream after dream all night long. So your own personal physical rejuvenation is not necessarily happening at a deep level. Like your actual human body may be missing out on some of the more restorative sleep it needs because your energy body is busy in this service work. If you're resonating with any of this or you suspect you may actually be a dream master soul, the good news is there's actually some boundaries you can put into place with this work. While yes, you agreed to play this role and your soul loves it, does it on repeat, you, the human, can actually set some rules about how it plays out. Because Earth, free will, yeah? So if I discover that my client is a dream master soul in their Akashic Records, one thing that I have them do is a little boundary setting ritual thing. And it doesn't need to be this big fancy thing. It's simply about the intention and the command. So firstly, light a candle. This is at night, settling down for bed. Light a candle, any candle color, doesn't matter, whatever. You take a few deep, slow breaths and say this out loud. My higher self, from this moment onwards, I will undertake work in the astral planes only when it does not interfere with my own soul's growth or the rejuvenation of my body and mind. It is done. Thank you. Then blow out the candle. It can also be helpful to write that intention down and keep it on your bedside table as a bit of an anchor. The clients I've shared this with have noticed that their sleep improves, sometimes immediately, sometimes within a few days, and some also report that the dreams they're having and their dream recall is starting to make a little more sense and have more relevance to messages for them. So while this doesn't and won't end your soul contract to this dream master work, it does allow you to protect your human energy a little bit more. And instead of 100% of your sleep being dedicated to others, there is a more balanced split between that and your own growth and your own physical health as well. So if you've been trying to analyze your dreams and nothing ever clicks, it might simply be because those dreams were never meant for you. Or if you wake up tired, no matter how much sleep you are getting, you might be doing way more at night than you realize. If you'd love to confirm whether Dream Master is actually one of your main soul trainings, I can look that up for you in an Akashic reading. But if you've got even the tiniest hunch this might be you, try that intention ritual and see what, if anything, shifts. I hope it helps. And that's it for today's Kinda Cosmic Chat. Find more soul-aligned guidance at clairesolomon.com.